My name's Mark and this is Elia. This is my short story. Once upon a time there was a lighthouse a long time ago. Ships were crushed on the rocks and bodies in the water floating. Inside the lighthouse, cobwebs were hanging from the ceiling, and in the bedroom, a bed lies a headless body covered in blood. This person, the lighthouse keeper, the bulb in the lighthouse was not working. It was all dark and cold and damp. Clockwork rats running around looking for food. But as I say, real rats looking for food. But in the next room was a torture chamber. Nobody now comes here. Now it's left rotting and falling apart. But in the lighthouse now does tours on Halloween. Plus there is a wooden ship on the rocks for show. Photos can be taken there. People wear 3D glasses to enjoy the experience to the fullest. The price of the ticket is £15. Disabled people get in for free entry. There is also a gift shop in the lighthouse. Thank you.
Good morning everybody, my name is Paul. I am going to read you what I've written last week, and it's all about going to the Yorkshire Dales. It's about a semi-detached house in Yorkshire, don't know whereabouts, but somewhere like there, and we have two couples who have two double bedrooms and an office and a conservatory. One is Peter and one is Andrea, and with two children. One is Maria, who's the eldest, and Louis, who's the youngest. Couldn't remember the name of Abbey Gardens, where Peter works, and Andrea, who works in the tea rooms. In the Middleham Primary School in Laybird, both of them took it in turns to take the children off the school, as both of them go off to the same school. At the weekends, they both attend the large gardens, which is beautifully kept. They will have a butler and a domestic helper. The both of them, they loved entertaining at weekends and free time. Both of them played football, and the most successful one is Maria, who is a successful player and has been selected onto the Dales for 11 team.
Last week I went to the Enfield. I was meeting Carl. Oh, went to.
Where did you meet Carl, Michelle?
The square.
Okay, so can you start the sentence that says we met? Have a little look and see if you can find we met.
We met in the square near the bus stop. Female. At the traffic lights. Two ladies talking the bus stop. They were trying in shopping. The policeman stopping the boy. The boy was changing the wheel. I can't read. Kick me off, me.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Jay, and this is Chris, who was my helper for this project of creative writing which I've produced, and I'm going to present to you this afternoon. So my story is centered around a picture of a traffic jam, and it's my interpretation of it, and it's titled High Street Shenanigans. Funny give it a name. It was 8 o'clock rush hour on Monday morning on a busy high street in Stratford-upon-Avon of Shakespeare country, and the locals were in their vehicles were in a hurry to get to work, school, etc. However, at a very busy junction near the high street, there was trouble, as a car had stopped randomly in the middle of it with a flat tyre. The driver, named George, decides to change the car's tyre himself, but he was unaware that he was causing a gridlock at the junction. Police officers Jones and Smith arrive on the scene of the incident. Jones directs the traffic, and Smith deals with George and the car. Meanwhile, traffic from the other directions are angry and are impatiently honking their horns and demanding to know what the hold-up is. Officer Smith asks George, "What the hell are you doing? You're blocking a public junction and causing a gridlock." "Changing my car's flat tire, officer," replies George. "You shouldn't be doing that here, matey," said Officer Smith. The local high street business owners, which include Shakespeare Greengrocers, Lloyd's Bank, Stratford Butchers and Avon Dentist, look out to see what is happening. But they're not too bothered and continue the trade as normal. A local kid named Charlie is trying to get to the park on his bike, but he can't because the road is blocked for him to cross. Local residents and friends Joyce and Gwen are having a quick chat after finishing their shopping in town before heading back home. But they can't get to where they need to go because the blocked road is preventing them from crossing the road as well. The number 20 bus on route for Warwick is trying to run its route, but it can't because of the blocked junction, and the passengers on board are so angry about it they're storming off the bus. Eventually, Officer Smith asks George to show documentation of ID, which he does, but it turns out he has fake ID, and that he's actually a criminal and the car was stolen. Officer Jones handcuffs George, and Smith requests that the car is towed away. Within 1 hour, the car is taken away, George is taken into custody, the junction is cleared, and everyone is happy and as they can get on their way again. The end.
The car has stopped into the middle of the road because as a puncher, the driver is trying to change his tyre. The minibus has crashed into the back of the car with a puncher traffic from all directions. He's at a standstill, and all the other drivers are getting frustrated and angry. A policeman is standing over the man changing the tyre and scaring the man, slowing him down. The drivers are shaking their fist, beating her and car doors, yelling at the man. It's very angry up.
Yay!
My name's Richard, and this is my partner Tony. The man has a flat tyre. He was in the street. It was a busy street, and everyone was tooting someone in a car. Called the police and tried to help. The police come quickly and they ask what are you doing here? The man was shouting and said, I have got a flat tyre. Can you help me, please? Policeman called the AA and they said, we will be there in 5 hours. The man said, I cannot wait that long, and he started stamping his feet. The police tried to calm him down, but he was still very cross. The police have to nick him and take him to the Emmon police station. He was spent 24 hours in custody. They give him a cup of tea and a ham sandwich. Then he got released. He was being good. He found out that his car was in police front. He would have to pay 250. He got it back. And that speech marks then what Tony taught me about the speech marks.
What else did Tony teach you? What was this one?
Question
Well
mark.
done. And that one is the hardest one. Yeah, it's the hardest one to say. An exclamation mark.
Exclamation mark.